Caitlin Clark copywriters escalate discontent around Fever Star's Nike's signature logo. Report. To me, this is more than just a logo. It's a dream come true. People always talk about leaving your mark on the game, and this is another way I can do that. Fans had been anxiously awaiting Caitlin Clark's signature shoe ever since the Iowa alum signed her record-setting $28 million Nike deal, the richest in WNBA history. The question hung in the air all year. When's it coming? When's it going to happen? Finally, on August 25th, Nike gave its answer. A life-size banner unfurled at Gainbridge Fieldhouse with the message Caitlin was here, introducing Clark's signature logo to the world. The design was paired with a bold description from Nike's copywriters, who claimed the logo captured the essence of Clark's journey and identity. National analyst and podcaster Zena Kada read the official description aloud for fans. It's two interwoven CS that connect and, in the middle, make a third C. But the interwoven CS reflect Caitlin's magnetic connection with fans around the globe who are drawn to her unwavering confidence, steadfast commitment, and remarkable shooting ability, Kada recited. Tucked between the larger letters is a smaller hidden C that represents how Caitlin's game was built from the inside out, a product of her passion for the sport, relentless drive, and constant pursuit of perfection. But not everyone was sold on the Nike story. On the latest episode of No Offseason, the athletic women's basketball show, co-host Sabrina Merchant cut through the hype. All due respect to the copywriters, I like this logo so much less hearing all of the description behind it. Like, what does all that mean? Merchant rhetorically quizzed. Everyone calls her like CC on the team, I get it. Like, having the two C's there makes a lot of sense. It is very authentic to Caitlin. So I mean, I'll see it on a shirt or on a shoe, and I'm sure it'll be like, totally fine. Her blunt critique stood in contrast to Nike's soaring copy. Now, the difference here was striking. As Nike pushed mystique surrounding the logo, Merchant leaned on authenticity, a virtue that Clark has built her brand upon. After all, the athlete did not just win the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year title. She was also the player who almost single-handedly turned Indiana Fever into the league's attendance leader in 2025 with 577,979 fans. Besides, Sabrina failed to understand the reasoning provided for a so-called hidden letter, C, an entire description that binds the Fever Guard's vision and gameplay into a simplified design. Though the design and description failed to create a proper link for the analyst, she felt that watching the logo on a merchandise might change her mind eventually. Still, Merchant wasn't done making comparisons. I don't think it's as necessarily interesting, so to speak, as the Aya Wilson logo, where we were debating what is this even supposed to be for so long, she admitted. There was definitely a little bit more straightforward element here, but Aya and Caitlin are very different people, right? I'm sure this is more in line with what Caitlin wanted. And I think it'll look perfectly fine on whatever merchandise eventually comes out from Nike. That distinction matters. Wilson's star-inspired emblem fueled months of speculation before becoming a visual symbol of her back-to-back MVP runs. On the other hand, Clark's logo is a stripped-down, simpler and minimalistic design that echoes the Fever Guard's sharp on-court approach, her deep shooting range, laser passing, and relentless efficiency. With the comparisons drawn between the design approaches on reigning MVP and roadie, co-host Ben Pickman chimed in with his favorite design. While he largely sided with Merchant, Pickman pivoted to a different comparison. I think Angel's logo of the recent signature athlete logos is my personal favorite. It both feels super authentic to her. It's very clean. It's kind of flowy and has rhythm to it, he said. I think it's a really nice logo, and it looks good on the shoes that Reebok has put out. The Caitlin one. Yeah, recognizable. No issues with it. I don't know if I could do better in the design process. I don't know if any of us on this call could, but Pickman's observation touched on the core of the debate, that logos are an extension of players' identity. He highlighted how Angel Reese's flowing AR design is stylish, rhythmic, unapologetic, and mirrors the Chicago Sky player's game. Whereas Clark's logo is cleaner and sharper. The hosts may warm to Clark's logo once it's stitched onto jerseys, sneakers, and billboards, but the logos speak beyond designs and reflect the greater overall impact. As someone who massively influenced the Fever's attendance record with 577,979 fans in 2025 alone, Clark's mark in the league extends beyond a logo. Caitlin Clark draws praise from Nike president. Despite being sidelined for the majority part of the season, Caitlin Clark has been making noise beyond the hardwood. Nike dropped recent signature logo on social media, making the fans go crazy. In fact, even the Gainbridge Fieldhouse celebrated the feat ahead of the home game against the Seattle Storm. But Clark turned heads before the game. While her custom pregame fit was replete with Nike signature logo on the belt, zipper, and her pendant, Clark also reveled in online praise. The president and CEO of the sportswear brand, Elliott Hill, took to LinkedIn to appreciate the athlete. Caitlin Clark doesn't just play, she transforms. Her talent has rewritten the record books, redefined the women's game, and reignited a global fanbase across generations, Elliott Hill wrote on LinkedIn. As a rookie that hold the power to impact large-scale viewership and propel the WNBA into signing a $2.2 million media deal, Caitlin Clark's stardom and efforts stand unmatched. Coupled with her high-octane gameplay that has transformed how the league was traditionally viewed. As one of the most passionate and watched players, her impact on the game, and particularly young players, continues to shape the future of basketball. Now, she's leaving a new kind of mark, Hill added. A symbol not just of her range, but of her reach across sport, culture, and history. This is a bold declaration to the world, and I can't wait to wear it proudly. Proud to introduce her signature logo to the world, Hill saw this an opportunity for the athlete to leave a global mark on fans. Besides, Hill had hinted how the athlete was working closely with Nike on her signature logo, merchandise, and signature sneaker line in January 2025. Almost 8 months into the season, and the two successfully came with a minimalistic CC logo that perfectly encapsulates the athlete and her aesthetic.